Hello, welcome to the video. Today I'm in Paris. I'm in Paris for the week and I'm going to be showing you my attempt at French girl makeup, and this is the makeup that I've been wearing all week. I packed super light because I did a little bit of research and a lot of French women don't wear a ton of makeup. Skincare is very big here, and if they wear makeup, it's usually like a little something very natural. Even super glam makeup really allows the complexion to still shine through. So it's been really fun. It's been fun seeing it. It's just been great. Okay, so as I'm getting ready, I'm going to be talking to you about how things have gone so far. I'm trying to decide if this is probably going to all be in my vlog, so let's do it. So I had my hair all blow dried, but I have it big and curly and natural right now. Natural hair, very it's like that je ne sais quoi, that quality that's not, you can't really put a finger on it. So in general, what I have noticed and from what I've read, that basically just a lot of very natural, easygoing styling, effortless beauty to really focus on just living your life, I think. And yeah, focusing on the joie de vivre, the joy of life. So anyway, let me put a headband on so I can get started, and I'm also gonna put on some earrings, so hopefully this doesn't mess up my hair too much. I would attempt to put my hair in a ponytail or something like that, but my curls are kind of looking just right now, and so I want to leave them be. So right now I'm putting on these really cute simple huggy hoops that my bestie Shelby got for me. They're actually from Amazon, from Pavois, and they're great. Okay, sorry, I had to think about it for a sec. So Pavois earrings, I have quite a bit of jewelry from them, and mostly because of my bestie. Thanks, Shelby. And it is so cute, and it's really high quality. The prices are really good, and it's just great. I'm loving it, and I would highly recommend checking it out. I have some simple huggies and a few other versions. I also have some more intricate ones as well. It's on. Okay. I don't have a mirror in front of me right now, so let me see if I can. I'm going to be working with my Makeup Forever eyeshadow palette mirror. So, okay. Yeah, so we've got mixed metals right now. Loving that look lately. I already have sunscreen on. I got the Nivea UV Super Water 50 gel. Yeah, the SPF 50 gel. I've been liking it so far. It's very thin. It's not as moisturizing as I expected it to be. So this might be good for oily skin if you're looking for something that's not going to overly hydrate or overly moisturize the skin, but it still gives you a little something. You're not dry, you're not matte, but very much natural, not too much finish. And let me show you the applicator, which I also thought was fun. So you can squeeze this under your hands. And yeah, I just ordered this from Amazon. Fantastic. It had really fast shipping. That's why things have been a mess with so much traveling lately, which I'm super thankful for. These are good problems to have, even though they can be a little bit of a headache. And then I also put on the Lanolips lip balm, the 101 ointment strawberry scent. This is in my project pan. Look at how good that looks so far. I need to finish editing my project pan update video so you can see that. Okay, what am I doing? So yeah, this is my little makeup bag. I think I'm gonna do a what's in my makeup bag video, but let me just get started. So here I have the L'Oreal. Oh wait, okay. let me not talk about the makeup. Let me actually talk to you about what I've been up to. Okay, so we arrived here on Saturday, and well, we didn't arrive. Okay, we took off Saturday, and that was, I'm like, oh my gosh, let me freaking recount everything. Okay, so we took off on Saturday, and we had a layover in Minneapolis. It was like 5 hours in Minneapolis, which isn't too bad, especially for an international flight. So we flew out from there. I don't remember how long the flight was, but I mean, it was long. It was my second time flying internationally since I was 15 years old. So like I back then flew to Spain. That I remember the flight from, I think it was Miami to Dusseldorf. That was 9 hours, if I remember correctly. This one was not as long. I think this was like 7 or 8 hours, but you know, every hour counts. I watched The Best Man on the plane. It's wedding season right now in June. It was just, oh my gosh, so funny. Lately I've watched on the in-flight entertainment, I've watched Bride Wars, 27 Dresses, not wedding related, but I did watch Beaches. So good. Personal Journey with Codependency, like really it just resonates with me. But anyway, with The Best Man, to give a kind of like plot summary, main character writes a book loosely based on his friend group from college. They're all reunited because they a pair of them are getting married. Drama ensues, and the main character is the best man of the groom. Conflict. It is so funny, and honestly, like, ensemble cast. And Morris Chestnut is so handsome. Like, okay, anyway. Honestly, so many hotties. In the opening scene, I think it was the opening scene, they're in the bathtub, and I'm pretty sure that I spot a Peter Thomas Roth product sitting on, like, by the bath, and I'm like, wow, like, skincare guru in me was, like, so excited. So, anyway, highly recommend. Super funny, great story, like, the wedding vows that they share. Okay. So yeah, moving on. I watched that. We did sleep a little bit on the plane, and we landed at like, I think it was like 9 or 10 in the morning in Paris on Sunday morning. And immediately, like, getting off the plane, everything smells different. And the airport, I mean, as most airports are, it was super crowded, but like everything is so much narrower, so much smaller. So that was a little different to navigate immediately. Like, the escalators are like very slim. And then we took a train from one terminal to the next. And most trains, like, in general, are generally crowded, packed like sardines. So it was like fun to experience, and it was just like, hey, you're not in the US anymore, you're in France, you're in Paris. So yeah, just interesting. Doing the whole like biometrics, like, I looked like, I mean, I like, in general, did I look fine? Yeah, I looked fine, but also I felt like I looked like trash because I just didn't do anything to my hair, didn't do anything, I wasn't wearing any makeup. And when you're on a plane for as long as that, you generally feel like garbage. That was what it was. And so I'm sure they have like biometric pictures of me being like half passed out. And then we got here to our hotel, and it's beautiful. It's the Hyatt Regency Etoile in the 8th arrondissement. So My French accent, I've been getting a little bit of compliments on. So I'm like, don't mind me with my big head. But like growing up speaking Spanish, Puerto Rican Spanish, and Spanish and French aren't super far apart in terms of the language tree. So that has been a bit helpful. I'm doing my makeup in a completely different order than I usually do it. So lately I've been doing base first, but as you can see, I'm doing eyes first. So yeah, we got to our hotel. It's fabulous. It's Sunday. We got here. We immediately went. So we're here. Let me give you some more background information. We're here because of my fiance's work. He's working with he's doing work for the Paris Air Show. And I'm not sure exactly like how much I can tell you, but it's really cool stuff that he works on. He does business development for aerospace. And I'm just proud of him. I love him so much. So yeah, we've been schmoozing and meeting a bunch of people. And it's been great. Just like getting to meet so many more of his coworkers and other people in the field. So that's been really fun. So that was the first day. We've been drinking fabulous wine, eating good food. We ate at the hotel restaurant, like the hotel restaurant up here. The restaurant here at the hotel on the top floor called Window. Beautiful. It has a view of the Eiffel Tower and it's gorgeous. That was our first day. I think we went to bed at like 7 o'clock at night, something like that. It'd been a very long day, like not sleeping very much. Like already I probably slept like maybe an hour and a half of like actual sleep on the plane. Saturday was traveling. We arrived Sunday. We're doing things all Sunday, and we made sure not to come here and sleep because we wanted to make sure we got on the right schedule, and turned in for an early night on Sunday night. And then Monday was super fun. I hung out with a couple of the partners that were brought here and their family, and it was just so much fun. It's just like a small group of 6 of us, and we went to the Eiffel Tower, and like it's so much bigger than I thought it would be. Like some people are like, oh, it's smaller than you think. And I'm like, no, it's huge. It's huge. So that was really cool. And we walked all the way from this spot, so it's like a good 45-minute walk out there. And then we went to the Arc de Triomphe. Also beautiful, also amazing. It's just been pretty incredible. Like I've grown up seeing pictures and seeing movies and seeing drawings. Like, I mean, I don't know if you ever grew up with like a Paris Eiffel Tower bedspread. I didn't, but some of my friends did when I was growing up, and it was just like, oh, Paris, and like of course like Paris is like a regular city like anywhere else, and like seeing that stuff seeing the landmarks that so many people have talked about that have like been burned into your brain, like seeing them in person with your own 2 eyes, like it was pretty magnificent. Okay, I'm not liking my base right now because, but the thing is, like, I also don't want to put on too much makeup. I'm like, oh, this is my French girl routine. Also me, cakes it on. Okay, very American of me. So yeah, we saw the Arc de Triomphe and the Eiffel Tower, and it was really cool. We like got to do a lot of people watching. And we got back and we did some more socializing. I brought my laptop and everything, so I've been working on the back end stuff. So editing and video editing. You're gonna have to I'm gonna complain a lot about video editing right now. Like, I'm glad that I've learned this skill. I'm also trying to improve myself at this skill so that way I can film better, edit less, but still like do less edits to edit better and faster, so then I can make content faster and improve my turnaround. And then yesterday was a huge day. This is like the main part of the story that I want to talk to you about, the main things that have been so exciting. So yesterday I started off a little bit slow, did some breakfast, and I'm sure I've been taking pictures of almost all the food I've been eating so far, and the food is delicious. So good. It's like, I was a little, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried that it was not gonna be as seasoned as I would have liked, because at least some of the stereotypes, like how people talk about French food, they're like, it's amazing, and also like it's never like lots of seasoning. I was like, wow, this is good. Like, very light, refreshing. The portion sizes are significantly smaller than in the US. And with all the laws around food, like the laws and regulations, the food does taste super different. And of course, French cuisine, like the preparation is different here. So yeah, the food's been great. So I had a slow morning, did my breakfast, came back here, decided to do some fragrance activities. So at the Musée de Parfum, so the Museum of Fragrance, they have workshops where you can make your own fragrance. So I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, definitely want to do that. And I'd seen that was like a thing before coming here, so I was like, okay, let me do that. And I booked my ticket for a workshop at like 4:15. I was like, perfect, that gives me enough time to get ready and walk over there, because I've been really scared of taking the metro just because it's unfamiliar. Like, I've taken the subway in New York, I did the metro in Spain. And of course, when I was living in Salt Lake, I've done public transportation there, although they don't have a subway. But just in general, I'm like, I get very easily panicked over things that a lot of people might take for granted because that's their everyday thing. Like for me, it never really was an everyday thing for me when I was growing up. So I was like, you know what? It's a 50-minute walk. Perfect. Parisians walk. New Yorkers walk. I've walked before. Like, I'll just walk. And even though we lived in Salt Lake City for a really long time, and walking around, like public transit, like those are really big there, I would never say that I've walked 50 minutes from one side of Salt Lake to the other, like even downtown Salt Lake. So it's still very car centric in Salt Lake. So I was like, you know what? Like, perfect. I'll do it. I have to make it. So let me put on my little walking shoes. I wore some white linen pants and this really cute, like, chemise looking camisole top, like a blouse. It was really cute. So I was like, okay, I'm going to walk. So I'm going to get hot while I'm walking. Okay, I just realized that my phone ran out of storage. Anyway, yada, yada, yada. Let me get to the story. I do my hour-long walk. I make it to the museum. It's like pretty much empty. There's only one other person, and then another person comes in, and she looks really cool. She's wearing a headscarf. She's wearing a white tube top. She's got a cool belt. And I see her pull out this tripod that's kind of like this one, but it was black and like half as big, which I'm in search of because this one's way too big to put in my purse. And so I see her doing her thing, and I'm just like, oh. And so I'm just like, she's living the life that I wish I was. Like, I want to gain more of that confidence when I'm out and about, like vlogging and filming. So it was really cool. We started the workshop, and it turns out it was just the three of us. It was the three of us and the tour guide, and we're making the fragrance. We made our own version of the Narcisse fragrance that Fragonard already makes. So the tour guide was amazing. She talked about the top notes, middle notes, and base notes, and explained so much, and just learned about all of these different, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna have to refilm this freaking Get Ready With Me. Okay, anyway. So she just explained all of that to us, and the tour was amazing, like learning about a perfumier's organ and how complicated it is to become a parfumier and to be a parfumier, because you can only work like 2 hours at a time. Because when you're overwhelming your senses with scent for that like one right after the other, like, and you can't drink coffee, you can't smoke, you can't, I don't even know what else, but like there's a lot of things you can't do, and you have to really maintain all of your senses, especially for your nose. So super cool, like really like wow. And at the end of the tour, we're led to the store of Fragonard, and the tour guide, she's showing us all the testers and everything like that. And so as we're talking, like I'm really hitting it off with this girl. She's like, we smelled Diamant, and she was like, oh, what's that note from from Mugler Angel? And totally, I was like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And I was like, oh, like I think it's patchouli, yada yada yada. I'm like, oh, I love fragrances because my YouTube channel. And she's like, oh my gosh, like we're basically like connecting, we're clicking. And she's like, do you want to go to an event with me later? And I was like, sure. So she's like, cool, like I just have to do a little bit of work, but then let's go. And so we went to a cafe, and of course I'm like, oh my gosh, cafe, she's working. And it's really good to connect with someone else in the same job. And since this work is so individual, it was really cool to just see what she does, like to see what another content creator does, and like how they edit, how they work their audio. And it was just really cool. So after a little bit of work, she also showed me how to work the metro. I like need step-by-step instructions. Like I get really anxious, so like I need to do it with someone else, and I need that little like exactly what she did. She showed me where to buy the ticket. She showed me how to go put the ticket through and how to get on. Like, yeah. And so we go to the event, and she's like doing like, I'm like checking out her Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I've got stars in my eyes. She's so freaking cool. And I'm linking her, like, yeah, Naomi, hello, bonjour, enchantée, Naomi. So we go to the event. It's for Duvel, the beer. I'm like, wow, like, it was so cool. So we did a paint and sip. We were talking about like different, like the laws in France around influencing, and like how complicated it's going to be, like coming up in terms of like disclosure and like paying taxes on things. And I was like, wow, I'm like speaking my horrible friend. Okay, I'm just on the struggle bus today. So this is probably like the most this is probably the like weirdest get ready with me ever. So anyway, I need to go. Okay, yeah, disclosure, I'm like speaking my horrible French, and everyone's being so nice. Like I'm just like listening and like watching. The event turns out for Duvel. I was amazed. And so we did a paint and sip, and this is what I painted. It's inspired by Selena. I talked about it, but I don't want to get into it again. But the cool thing is like Duvel's apparently doing an art collaboration with different artists, and this one is by Henri PFR. And look at how freaking cool. I was just shocked. I was texting my fiance. I was like, oh my gosh, Michael, like, can you believe? And he was like, I love Duvel. And I'm like, I thought I recognized them. Like, so yeah, they were just so sweet, and it was so cool, and it was so fun to connect with other people in the field. Like, so they mostly do food. Not mostly, they all do food. And I'm their like beauty influencer. And it was funny because when we were talking, one of the other influencers, she was like, oh, beauty, I can tell. Like, and I was like, I'm shy. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I really give off beauty influencer vibes? It's just funny stuff like that. So yeah, it was so much fun. And literally, like, Naomi is like the coolest. Like, she's so sweet, and like she's so successful. She's like on her way up, like she's doing things. And so it was just, wow. It just felt like kismet, felt like destiny. It was so much fun, and it was just so nice to meet her and chat with her and like get to know her and like make that connection. And just like I just had the coolest day in Paris. So okay, let's see, what am I gonna do? I brought on, I need to put on mascara. I am just a mess, y'all. Anyway, so got my mascara on. I do want to wear a red lip, so I've really been enjoying using the CoverGirl Yummy Gloss in my straw booty, but now I'm gonna be putting on, I'm gonna put this on like kind of like tapping it. So here we are. I don't even know if this looks good because I'm just a mess right now. But anyway, it was just the most fabulous day. I'm so glad to have like made a friend. And now it's Wednesday today. Like I did my nails. They look cute. And I'm filming this. Washed my hair. Oh wait, let me take this out. Let me see. Your girl is dramatic. So anyway, that is my super rush get ready with me. We'll see if this is like its own video, if it's in a vlog. I hope you enjoyed watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye. And I'll continue to be in Paris, and I'm vlogging. We'll see more content. I'll just see you later.